Good to see you.
All right there, Revenants. Welcome back to Code Vein in the Road to 100, and welcome to 2022. I hope all is well with you so far, and you had a great, I don't know, celebration or whatever, with maybe friends, family, by yourself, here on the channel, wherever you were. I hope you all are doing well. So for this run here in 58 stars, this is going to be a doozy of a run. What we are going to do is we are going to plan for the strengths
I
of...
understand wanting to be cautious, but
Okay, thanks, Mia. We are going to plan for the strengths of the bosses. So Oliver is strong. He's not weak. We're not going to play to their weaknesses. We're going to play to their strengths. So he's strong to crush, blood, and ice. So we will run crush, blood, and ice, and this will get us a serious issue here because Oliver has a 25% damage reduction in Crush, and in Phase 2 it goes to 40% damage reduction. He's got a 40% ice resist and a 20% blood resist. So yeah, we are going to lose 20% on ice, and we will lose 10% on blood. So we're going to be down 30% in our damage just by having blood and ice at the same time here. So we'll be 30% down from this, and then we'll be a multiplicative 25% down from 1501. So 1501 times, let's see, um, times 0.75, sorry, and then times 1 minus 0.2 minus 0.1 plus 0.4 plus 0.2. So we are going to be at 1463 in our damage value, and in phase 2 that's going to go down to 1171, so per attack basically. So we're going to be really low here on our damage values, which is why we're trying to bring along something like Pollux with Hammer Mastery here. And if we take this away, I mean, that's 250 damage. That is a huge reduction for this attack set that we're going to be going for. And we have regular Mia along for the ride to give us blood-sucking blades, because we will absolutely need all of the I-Core recovery we will possibly need here, because we have basically no I-Core, and we have basically no I-Core recovery either, because our Blood Veil here, the GXM GXM Exceed, I believe it's the GXM variant, yeah, it has a really low dark value here, so blood-sucking blades isn't too incredible for us, and we don't really have, you know, that crazy of amount of overall damage here, and we don't have really good ways to, yeah, mitigate things. And so we have Bloody Impact as well, just to kind of throw guys around like this. Whoops, we missed him. I'm hitting the wall there, or doing something like that. So for Oliver Collins, we will not be doing any charge drains or drain attacks or anything. We can do some parries if we want. There's no real reason to do that, but we can if we want to. But the cool thing is that you will see, you know, just how crazy strong he will be, just because of how you know, his damage sets operate. We're gonna be in kind of a super bad way here. Ouch. And we will have to take it like really careful and simple. Otherwise, we're gonna have some really tough fights actually along the way here, because things like Mito, we're gonna have to go for blood on him and different things, and so it's gonna be quite rough, because we're gonna try and go for all of the, you know, worst possible ways to actually engage these guys is what we're gonna try and go for. So this shouldn't be, you know, anything incredible. as far as, you know, what you should be doing in vain, but what it will be is what you should not be doing in vain. That is exactly what we're gonna do here. And if you know, follow everything here on the channel and stuff, you know that I always like to go for what to do in vain. So this is the exact opposite. So you know, I'm advising you guys don't do these builds. They are just here to show as part of the road to 100 that they exist, and because we have, you know, so many builds to show and find and get and do everything with, we absolutely need each and every one of them along the way. Let's put a guard booster here because we need to get as much ichor as we can, and now we have 100 block across the board, and at a drain rating of 1.83 we can absolutely, oh, we got a change in elevation attack there. That is very nice, and we got a drain activator out of it, so even better. Okay, and you can see for these guys, even though we have you know, like super weapon here and everything, we still can't even kill the basic lost in one hit. So that's how you know that you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing, when you can't even kill, you know, the regular lost along the way. You're kind of at a super disadvantage. So it is what it is, but we'll make use of it, and this is the worst combination here, ice and blood, to be going for the Oliver fight, as we saw at the beginning there. But the funny thing is that the only other worse hammer than this would be the Sunset Hammer for this setup. I just didn't have access to one of those at the moment. As you can see here, my Sunset Hammer collection is lacking here, but an ice one would be just as bad here on the Oliver fight as well. So that's why you can kind of go for these interchangeably here. I just have the huge hammer, and thanks, and so that's the one we're going to be going for. Okay, so now as we get into these guys here, it's literally all about just hopefully staggering enough that you can actually get through each and every one of these attacks. So when you go for Oliver, the interesting thing about him anyways is just the fact that you don't want to be doing, whoops, you don't want to be doing anything you know, in such a way that would give you a worse time against him, because the reality here is that Mia should be able to kill this guy. The reality is that you know, he's pretty easy if you go for Pierce, but as soon as you start to go for his strengths, you'll notice that all of a sudden it feels like he has a power spike. I mean, it won't feel incredible, but it'll be very interesting to kind of see him in his in all his glory, and all of the bosses that we're going to go through. It will be very different of a fight along the way here, and so we kind of brought our Pirate Angel along for the run, because this is going to be quite a doozy.
Nice to be somewhere dry, isn't it?
Somewhere dry? Where we weren't somewhere wet. We'll be somewhere wet when we get to the falling pit, but until then, Mia, we are gonna be nice and dry and comfy here above ground, underground. Okay, now the huge hammer is kind of a strange weapon in the way that it has a lot of overhead attacks, which are fine and all, but sometimes having different kinds of attacks are more beneficial. But if you are noticing, we're using impact wave along the way here because all the regular attacks hit the ground, and what that means is that every time your weapon strikes the ground, you're able to use impact wave, and that is when impact wave is activated, is when your weapon head hits the ground. And so because of that, we are able to make really good use of impact wave along the way, and to compensate for the fact that we really can't do any damage to anyone here, then you know, we're really in a bad way. So I'm not going to use any of the element buffs either, because what that would do then, right, would make it kind of artificially inflated for our damage, because we would think that, oh, this is their strength of ice, and if I do 40% increase to my ice damage, then Oliver will feel like, yeah, you can see we are doing only like 900 damage or so. Mia's doing blood damage, so that's kind of acceptable, but she's also doing pierce damage, so that's bad for us, good for or bad for Oliver, good for us. But you can see that as we get into phase 2 here, it's going to be absolutely absolutely horrible pain. And if we use bloody impact, that is not what we need to be doing here. And we have 100% crush damage, which is what Oliver does. Okay, but we can stagger him, which is nice. Okay, and that's really the only thing we have going for us here. Okay, and you can see that 765 damage. I mean, what is that damage? I mean, oh, come on. Okay, and we'll go for bloody impact for no reason. Okay, and we'll get some parries here just for effect, I guess. And you can see that it's really crazy how absolutely ridiculous our damage is. 630. I mean, what in the world, right? I mean, so we'll finish out the little bit rest of Oliver here with what we're doing here. Okay, now let's go ahead and heal. Okay. Oh shoot, I missed the parry. Unfortunate. We died to Oliver, of course. But you can see that doing 630 damage, I mean, and you need to do about 80,000 damage, it really hampers the damage output overall, just because of the fact that we are playing to the exact strengths that he has. And if we need to here, we should probably get rid of Mia along the way, just because of the fact that it should be us doing the damage to the boss, but we'll bring partners along for the other bosses and stuff, because their strengths kind of start going all over the place later on. But for Oliver here, it works out pretty well to do him in by himself. Yeah, so ice, crush, blood, don't be doing this here in Oliver's land, and we can do parries with our blood veil because we're not actually doing any damage to him, which is completely fine. But here at the moment, you know, it's kind of like, ugh, such a rough set of attacks and everything that we need to be doing, and we need a huge amount of stamina to be able to swing this hammer, and our stamina recovery is so slow here that you know, we really do need to do something about it, but we can't. Okay, and here we go. Let's get some stamina here, or some of our haze. Okay, we'll do this. Whoops, too many inputs there. Okay, and you can see that we absolutely don't need to try for anything, because look at the damage we're doing is not at all anything incredible. But the nice thing is we recover Ichor easily enough, just because of the fact that we don't have a very high Ichor pool overall. Okay, that's fun. And let's go ahead and heal here a little bit. Okay, we'll go ahead and get some attacks in here while we can. Now the parries are not for any reason here other than to just get our Ichor pool up higher along the way here. Okay, and also to just recover as much Ichor as we can, so we always have our always have enough Ichor to do what we need to do. Okay, and you can see that doing you know, barely 1,000 damage is like nothing incredible, and you definitely don't want to be doing this here in phase 2, because this is just super pain in phase 2. Okay. Good, we should be able to stagger him a little easier now. Good. And let's back up here. Okay, so the Battle of the Hammers. Oh, okay. Now the reason we have Valiant Heart here, obviously, is to make sure that we have you know, as much stamina as possible for attacking, and we don't use that stamina dodging, so we can absolutely dodge away very easily, very quickly. Okay, good. Get some of our gifts going here. Let's back up. Okay. Whoops. This one. There we go. Ouch. Okay. Good. Yeah, you don't want to buffer too many inputs into this hammer, because the there's no way to like get rid of the recovery frames on the attacks, and so if you are buffering too many attacks into that attack string, you're gonna be left wide open for a killing blow from Oliver here, and it's not good at all to have that happen. Oh good, we got a stagger. Okay. And you only want to do like 1 or 2 attacks at a time. Okay. Oh, okay, I couldn't get a charge attack in there. Let's go for one now. There we go. That one's fun. Okay, let's get some attacks here. There we go. And let's go ahead and heal up here in a second. Good. And here it comes. He's bringing the hammer down. Literally. Okay. And you can see just how long of a fight it can actually turn into here, just because of the fact of how, you know, crazy this damage set is, or how strong he is to it. And it absolutely is, you know, not something you want to be doing ever. And Bloody Impact is kind of along for just balance damage, if we need to, but 162 damage is, you know, pretty garbage. Okay. And that's why, you know, doing just this little bit of damage here is kind of nice, but you still have some serious problems, right? Just because of the fact of, you know, having basically all of our damage nullified by just 2 things here, blood and ice, and, well, crush, I guess 3. Okay. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and heal. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Let me heal twice then. Okay. Okay, is this the end? Oh, that was lucky. And we still need stamina. Here we go. There we go. 630 damage for the killing blow. Good grief. And that is how you know that, you know, what you're doing is the wrong thing when you're only doing 630 damage to Oliver at max level 300 with a plus 10 weapon and with a full blood code and kit out. So, yeah, definitely not the finest way to go about engaging any of these bosses. So the next one we'll probably be doing the butterfly, and we'll be doing crush on that one as well. But there will be a couple others that'll be kind of interesting along the way here that you may not want to ever see how to do the strengths for them. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed Oliver here with his strengths, and we'll see you guys tomorrow, I believe, or maybe the next day, I'm not sure of the schedule here, but we'll see you guys in the next episode of the Road to 100 with the butterfly or the insatiable, or the invading executioner. We'll see you then.